dancing long lost times ago. Close my eyes so I can see the light.
Oh man, look at these roads. Absolutely amazing.
Sun goes round, distant winds making silent sounds. Daylight waiting to come relieve the night. So let it shine, 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 shine on me.
What a day to be out on the bike.
Let it shine, 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 shine.
And I need my hands back. Picking up a little bit of speed here. Hi folks, hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another little video. And welcome to a corner of the Pennines that, well, has sheep standing in the middle of the road. Don't mind me, it's coming through. But yeah, it's a part of the Pennines I don't know very well at all. Today we're in the Forest of Bowland. It's an area of outstanding natural beauty, and it really is. But we're kind of northwestern corner of the Pennines here, and we've been heading out west for the first part of the ride. We're about 23 miles into the ride now, through Ribchester, Longridge towards Garstang. We bumped into the M6 and then kind of turned right, and we've been heading north now, and I think fairly soon we'll get to the Trough of Bowland. I guess this is probably one edge of it here. It's lovely cycling, so come along for the ride today, and let's explore these unfamiliar roads together, and we'll talk a little bit about what is to me now essential pieces of cycling kit, stuff that I went many years without having, but I'm really glad I've got it now, and we'll get into that just before I get down this massive descent here. I'll get my hands back for this one. Let's go. Well, just amazing views here, which you might not be able to see. I've got you on chest cam, but out towards Lancaster, Morecambe Bay, and the Cumbrian Fells in the distance beyond that. Absolutely superb. And a bit of welcome downhill as well. So yeah, in this video, I hope you can hear this, but I'm just going to run through bits of cycling kit that I went years and years and years without getting hold of, but now that I've got it, I really regard them as almost essentials in terms of the kind of rides that I do and the options that I have for particular rides. And I'm going to go through 5 bits of kit today, and I guess particularly useful for this kind of ride, so out on a road bike, you know, a good few hours in the saddle, a decent amount of mileage. Wow, this is fast. I'm not sure I can talk and do bomber descents at the same time. Whoa. Oh man. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, first bit of kit I'm going to mention is a bit of a milestone for many cyclists, I think. It's that journey towards being a fully fledged lycra clad fashion disaster, and it's a pair of bib shorts. And you know, I went through the probably what is a common experience, just using normal shorts for years and years. I have a little gel cover that I still use, actually. I put over my saddle, and then you go through that period of kind of, you know, you see cyclists wearing these horrible padded shorts and you think, yeah, they look like Wallies, and then you get curious and you buy a pair, and you know, you go out first time and you think, my god, I'm just, you know, showing my junk to everybody. They're so thin and flimsy, but they're kind of comfortable, they're padded, they're quick drying, and you sort of get into them and you start wearing them more and more. And then the next kind of iteration of that, of course, is the bib shorts. And now I've got a pair, or a couple of pairs actually, and I use the the Van Rysel or the Van Riesel from Decathlon, so they're, you know, medium price. They're not super duper expensive, but they're not the kind of dirt cheap ones either. I really rate them, particularly for these kind of rides, because they hold in place really well. They've got it's like a one piece with, I suppose, braces as part of the shorts. They're really comfortable. They don't move around. You can still, you know, take a nature bike as a guy, and I know the designs are getting better and better for female riders as well. Let's just make sure I'm in the right place here. It's a left turn here. And of course, the other great thing about bib shorts, if you're slightly Homer Simpson shaped like I am these days, they kind of contain the jiggle a little bit better than regular shorts, and you don't get the sort of waistband cutting into you quite as much, well, at all actually. So yeah, first bit of kit, bib shorts. If you're curious, I'd recommend giving them a go. You might be pleasantly surprised. Well, this really is Lancashire cycling at its very finest. I don't know any of these roads, so whether that's a trough, no idea. We'll find out. So the second bit of cycling kit I'd like to mention, and the last bit of clothing in the list of 5, is the little cycling cap that I'm wearing today under my helmet. Again, complete fashion disaster, but they do surprisingly provide a bit of a protection against sweat running out of your hairline down into your eyes when you're on kind of warmer rides. I really suffer with that, so the cap helps. If it rains, it kind of keeps your head a little bit, I don't know, drier and warmer. Drier temporarily, warmer, it's a little bit more sustained. There's a little bit of a visor you can put down if it's raining, and yeah, I can't even remember where I got mine or how much it was. I think it was just a bit of an impulse purchase a couple of years ago, but I'm really quite glad of having it to hand now for particular types of riding. So yeah, cycling kit, piece number 2, the cycling wally cap. Just cross this hill and then we'll get into bit of kit number 3.
Nothing left where the footprints stand. Roads ahead under scarlet sand. Twilight reaching like angels through.
Okay, just having a little pit stop before we head up onto the horizon, which I think is the Trough of Bowland kind of segment on commutes. Should be some nice views up there, so I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, good little spot to have a drink and a Snickers. And just to show you the third little bit of kit that again I went years without, and now I've got it. I really rate it, and which is a little mini pump. Hope you can see this. I've used and had a hand pump for years, but quite a bit bigger. Noisy buggers. Yeah, quite a bit bigger than this little mini pump, and they're only a couple of quid from, you know, Decathlon or Halfords or whatever. But they're great. They'll fit in little saddlebags. They'll fit in your, you know, jersey back pocket. If you're going out with just kind of cargo pants or whatever, you know, just a little trip to the shops or whatever. You know, arguably you don't need to take a pump with those trips, but I just like it because it's there's somewhere I can put it on every ride that I go out in, and of course it doesn't get you up to mega PSI, but it'll certainly get you back if you've got a slow puncture, and it's you know, good enough to inflate a tyre after a puncture. So yeah, a little bit of cycling kit. Number 3, you know, track pumps are great, the big hand pumps are great, but if you can get a little tiny mini pump, I think they're so versatile in terms of where you can carry them. Yeah, it's now become a bit of an essential bit of kit for me. But yeah, let's just put this back and then crack on. Up that way, Trough of Bowland coming up. It's very reminiscent of the early section of Dent Head in Ribblesdale in the Dales, except there's no massive viaducts and Great Nantbury on the left side. Very nice place to ride your bike there. Well, this is really nice. I mean, it's a bit tough. The section's hovering at kind of 8-9%. Currently 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. You get the idea. It's quite steep, but I have a feeling the descent on the other end, the other side I should say, it's going to be pretty special. Whew. Hello again. Oh yeah, you're at the top, well done. Oh wow, look at this. I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't know this road, but oh my word. Whoa. Taking it easy now, picking my lines. Combination of looking into the distance and at the immediate road ahead. Looking for little potholes and sheep as well on the road. Got to be really careful, obviously. Wow, what a place. If the camera wasn't rolling now, I'd be swearing my head off. Oh wow. Let's get on the drops. That was a lot of fun. Well, I think this whole ride was worth it for that section, to be honest. A really nice climb and a lovely descent. If you were local to the area and could get up here on a quiet summer evening, wow, you could really scare yourself silly going down there. A couple of miles now from Dunsford Bridge, and I'm going to dive into the cafe, I think, and have a cup of tea. I don't think I'm going to outrun the forecast rain, so yeah, a cup of tea, and then we'll get into cycling kit, or piece of cycling kit number 4 and number 5. Now, these are in no particular order, by the way, and I should also say I'm not sponsored by any of the kit manufacturers. I don't even consider myself a YouTuber, to be honest. I'm just an enthusiast that quite enjoys faffing around with a GoPro when I take my bike out, so it's so cool to have a few people following along, and you know, shout out to everybody that does support the channel and leaves comments and shares their own experiences. It's so cool, and I like to think of myself as a reasonably well-travelled Yorkshireman, so I especially like it when people mention where in the world they're commenting from, and I've had some recent shout outs from the USA, Pennsylvania and Washington State, and even down as far as Australia, and I think we had somebody from New Zealand recently. It's so very cool. So if you are watching this and you're not in the UK, give us a shout out and let me know whereabouts in the world you are and what you make of these tiny narrow English roads that we ride on around these parts. Anyway, enough blathering. I'll check in with you the other side of a cup of tea, and we'll get into yeah, number 4 and number 5 in the cycling kits. Oh, I've never been so glad in my life to see a bench. Oh, that's the climb out of from the inn at Whitworth, which I arrived at and then thought, hang on, I've gone miles past Dunsford Bridge, and yeah, slightly inattentive route planning, I think. I went near Dunsford Bridge, but some reason didn't go through it, which was what I was expecting. So I just dived into the inn, filled up my water bottle, and I'd say powered up that climb, but powered isn't the right word for what, what I've just done. Slowly ground up that climb. But yeah, let's take 5 here, and then I'll talk to you about the 4th little bit of kit. And it should be in my little rear pouch. I might need 2 hands to open this, I probably will. Hang on, give me a second. Yeah, I've talked about this in other videos, but it's a Rehook tyre glider, and it's basically a really handy tool to have in your, you know, your pannier or your back pocket if you ever need to take a tyre off. And I've used this loads of times, you know, at home when I'm swapping tyres and just mucking around, doing, you know, tinkering with bikes. And I've used it once outside, and you know, it's sometimes the case, isn't it, when you get a puncture outside. It could be well into a ride, you're pretty knackered, you're sort of frustrated and fed up that you've punctured, and you just want to get the tyre off, you know, as easily as possible. And the little tyre glider really makes that possible, in my opinion. And I've done a review, there's another video on my channel somewhere, just kind of talking more about the tyre glider. But it's a really nice way of getting pretty stubborn tyres, and I use Schwalbes, which are not known to be the easiest tyres to get off a bicycle. But they're no problem at all with the little tyre glider. So yeah, a little bit piece of cycling kit number 4 is a little Rehook tyre glider. And while we stopped, I might as well go straight on to the 5th bit of kit, and that is really my my head unit and my GPS, you know, bicycle computer. And again, I used bikes and road bikes for many years, just navigating off my phone or using kind of maps. And you know, even up to 2019 when we did the John O'Groats to Land's End, we were just using our phones, and we had those kind of things with a clear hood that you can kind of slide the phone into. And we were just using those, so it's perfectly possible to do, you know, even long multi-day rides just off your phone. But when I got this little Wahoo Element bike computer and started planning my routes on commute and then just uploading them to the computer, it really does make life, you know, easy. And it's just go straight on, turn left, turn right, and it sort of takes the stress out of route finding. And as long as I think you put a little bit of time into the actual planning on your desktop or on your phone and kind of getting the route right for where you want to go, and making sure you hit the stops, which I haven't done today. They're really great bits of kit, and you know, almost now I'd regard that as an essential piece of kit for certain types of rides that I'm doing. And obviously, you know, it might only be 1 in 5 rides where I actually use my trip computer, but you know, when I need it, I know it's there, and it really is like an essential bit of kit. So, well, the wind's really picking up now, but just got 4 or 5 miles back down into Worley. It's such a nice little end to this ride, I feel, I should say. And yeah, what a great little loop this has been. All new roads to me, pretty much. I have ridden out from home to Tonstop Bridge once before, so these roads I'm on right here, maybe ones I cycled before years ago, but I certainly don't remember them. But yeah, great little exploratory 50 miler again. 50 miles seems to be the sweet spot at the moment for me, and I hope you've enjoyed sort of just waffling through the little bits of cycling kit that, as I said right at the start of the video, I rode for many years without, and I'm really glad I've got them now to hand for various rides that I want to go on. And yeah, let me know what you regard now as, you know, essential, maybe something you never thought you'd get into, or you never thought you'd purchase for your cycling, but you know, you really rely on that bit of kit now. I'd be really interested in hearing what that is and comparing notes. But otherwise, please stay safe out there, take care, and happy cycling, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.